Welcome everyone to Anfield Road instant post-match reaction show and the fan calling and subscriber calling show as well. What a fantastic win that was for Liverpool. As we will discuss tonight, didn't make it easy in certain moments in that first 45-minute period. Got a goal just the back end of that first half. But you can't really ask for any more from in terms of European performance. Of course, Ajax were going to have chances, and they did have within that game, Reds. But the most important thing is Liverpool. We've qualified for the next round of the Champions League competition. And as we've seen in the past, when we won number 6, you've got to beat the best to be the best team in Europe anyway. There's going to be whoever we do get. And obviously, we need to better Napoli's result at Anfield. We need to get a win, which won't be easy. I think they're on a 15-game win run anyway, and they're playing fantastic. So when they do arrive at Anfield, it's going to be a very hostile atmosphere, as is always the case, but even more so if Liverpool can secure top spot in the Champions League, which will be fantastic. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, if you are watching on the repeat or if you are watching live as well. And as I said, anyone that does come on tonight's show, it is a call-in, so there's a couple of people I'll get you to say your saying and get your thoughts as well and interact with chat. And as I said, there might be a couple of people interchanging in and out of tonight's episode. You absolute bloody legends. But 15 of you in here. I'm expecting 15 likes on the video. Come on, chat. We've only got 6 likes. Get those likes up anyway. And if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button down below. And I know YouTube recently have just changed their formatting of their platform. So you know what to do. Click your notifications on the bell notification so you always do get notified when a video does go live as well, which is weird now on YouTube. You have to click on, if you want to get notified by a certain video, you have to click on the video again. Weirdly stupid. Even if you are subscribed to people's YouTube channels, it doesn't send out notifications half the time. But most importantly, let's pick up everyone in chat as well. Big up Panov. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, I haven't seen me in a while now. Don't think that green kit would be the dog's bollocks in the red bits with gold instead. Just my opinion as well. I'll tell you what, fan of it's not too bad. Evening Scouser, big up, mate. Absolute legend as well, chat. Keep on getting your comments in. If you are wanting to jump on tonight's episode, everyone, the link is pinned in the YouTube comment section anyway. So copy that into your browser. Should take you through to the obviously streaming platform we do use to stream and basically have your say as well. You're very welcome to jump on, anyone as well. And hopefully do see a couple of new faces. That'd be great anyway. But Scouser, how you doing, mate? We've done what we wanted. We've done what we wanted to do. Gary Tario, over the bloody moon. Nunez will play a very important role this season. 100% there, Gary, 100%. We just need to beat Napoli 7-0 to go top, John. You never know. You never know. Yeah, because their goal difference is mad, isn't it? Hello, Scouser is, well, 4-5 for Nunez. It could have been 6-5. Aye. He could have been. North, big up North Red as well. Big up everyone in chat. Make sure you are smashing that like button as well if you haven't already done so. Nearly on 10 likes, 17 on you in. Come on, smash that like button. 60 seconds. North, Ajax, decent team. That was a good performance by us. Didn't lose our heads and pick them off. And then Darwin Nunez take a bow as well. Certainly didn't have to take a bow. He took a miss in the first half, which probably all done if you see it on their Twitter. But most importantly, the big thing about our news, and we get straight into it really, in terms of the performances, in terms of Liverpool's team tonight as well. As we can see, this was the starting 11, wasn't it, chat, in terms of the performance. Wasn't the best 45-minute period, as we spoke about in the watch-along anyway. And as is the case, we arrived at Amsterdam. Everyone was probably whiffed because we know Ajax we know what Ajax is all about anyway. But all the Liverpool fans most definitely had a great away time anyway. But yeah, they were going to come out, and by law did they come out in that period. But John Glasgow Red Chat is in the comments. Well, he's in the green room. He'll be coming on very soon as well. You are jumping on. You're wanting to come on. There's the link as well in the YouTube comments. So yeah, Ajax come out, expected us. Liverpool should have been about 2-3-0 up. Well, it should have been 2-3-0 down the first opening 40-minute period anyway. It was a lot of chances fell Ajax's way, but quite frankly, they should have took their opportunities and we got really lucky in that occasion. But sometimes in football, quite a lot of the time as well, you need to ride your luck in certain games. And most importantly, Liverpool rode their luck in that first 45-minute period, and Liverpool very much capitalised. John, just give us a thumbs up when you're ready, La. Good, La. Yeah, I'm made up, John. John is all sorted now with the green screen. John. John, how many bevies have you had, son?
I'm fucking buzzing. I'm buzzing after that win. Buzzing.
Yeah.
I needed that win to cheer me up.
Aye.
After the weekend we had, I needed that win.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Hope you enjoyed your night, mate, and thank you for popping on. If you haven't already done so, make sure you do head over to Glasgow Red Chat as well, John. Made up. John's got his channel. He can express his opinions as well. Most importantly, he's a massive supporter of mine, massive supporter of everyone on YouTube as well. Right, so please do head over. You all know John's channel, but if you haven't, one of the mods, Marco, one of the mods, can you just drop John's channel link in the description so you can head over there, mate. But John, as I said, we were just strolling about the first 45-minute period with chat. It was a bit mental in the opening stages, wasn't it, mate? As we anticipated, Ajax were going to come out to the home side, going to come out. They needed the win tonight. And just your first thoughts on, obviously, that probably 30, 45-minute period prior to Liverpool getting that goal just before the stroke of half-time?
We weren't, I don't think we were great in that first half, to be honest with you. Ajax were very unlucky not to be one up, maybe even two up.
Yeah.
For that block off, I think it was Trent that blocked the ball.
Yeah, he's very good defending to narrow down the angle there.
Very good defending. So Ajax were very unlucky not to be at least one up. But I mean, Liverpool were when they got their chances, they were clinical. And then we had, I think that goal that Salah scored was our actual first shot on target. And that was, I could be wrong. I'm near sure it was our first shot on target.
Proper one, mate, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And that shows how critical we could be.
Yeah, it's the shades of this season, mate, and chat as well. Keep on getting comments in. We'll be featuring every single one of them as well. Get your thoughts on the game, mate. But John, that's thing, and chat. If you want to jump on, you're very welcome to get your thoughts on the game. Link is pinned in the YouTube comments. Just copy that into the hyperlink anyway, and loads it up, and yeah, I'll add you in. But yeah, I mean, that goal highlighted to me, and quite a lot of us really, in terms of when I was doing my watch along. The quality's there, mate. We all know this quality is in the squad. It's just the inconsistency in which we have seen in quite large portions this season. But that ball, the quality from Jordan Henderson, a tremendous, that pass from Hendo from the outside of his boot, very much made that goal, mate. Superb. And just talk us through that first goal, mate, and your thoughts on that goal.
Hendo's big. He's coming for a lot of criticism. So he has of recent, in some will say very deserved criticism, because he has been poor this season. I don't know what's been on with him, but the day he was outstanding. He showed that leadership. He showed that hunger and that fight that we want to see every single game, that Liverpool need to play with. If we don't play with that hunger and we don't play with that determination to win a game, then what is the point in playing the game? And Hendo showed that in spades tonight. He showed what it means to be a captain of Liverpool Football Club. I thought he was standing. And during that goal, I mean, for me, it was all down to him.
Yeah, he makes that goal. Yeah, he puts that ball on the plate. It was the right direction, right trajectory, really, in that pass. And as you said, mate, and that's what it's going to take, chat as well, chat and John, and to get out this run of form that we've had this season. It's going to take characters like Henderson and the characters like a lot of Liverpool players that we have in the squad. We know they're capable of hitting the height in which we've seen in the last 3-4 seasons. But John's absolutely spot on there as well, chat, in terms of the more of that, the more we see. I think Hendo as well. Quite a lot of all of our players, not going to pick out individual players, but we all know the names, all of them really. They've been really off the pace, apart from probably him and pick Alisson, Harvey Elliott, and even Darwin Nunez when he's been on the pitch as well. And saying the odd one or two. But yeah, he's spot on there, mate. Let's get to one's comments as well. But how you doing, Tom? Absolute legends. Mohammed, you never walk alone, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Obviously watching on Facebook. If you're not watching on Facebook or if you have Facebook, you can follow us on Anfield Road TV on YouTube. I think we've got like 7,000 followers on there. So it's madness. So many people. Still haven't forgive you for the weekend as well. What does it do? Oh, yeah, the results. Oh, yeah, Forest bloody beating us. Sorry, Sorry, yeah. Navy Star does take us a bit to get into games as well. And that's the point, Mark. And it's against John. We'll probably we'll go on to the second half whilst we go through all these comments, mate. Against better opposition tonight, Liverpool would have been cut open massively. And especially in our first 45, we'll speak about quite a lot of players tonight, but not just, it was Liverpool's right-hand side in our first 45 before we got the goal. The edginess that we've seen in Liverpool's game crept in. It was like that needless passing into the midfield and the suicide balls, really, across which you don't do at any level, even Sunday League, but at the highest point in world football and European football, you can't be doing this against the likes of Bayern Munich.
No.
Say Barcelona. Unlucky. And shout out to Barca, who are out. Atletico Madrid, who are out. What a day to be a football fan.
It's brilliant.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer club.
No, it really couldn't.
Yeah, they'll sell another 20% and probably get liquidated very soon. So happy days. And still haven't sold there. Still haven't paid all off for the Coutinho money. But a lot of people go, "Oh, you sold it to the taxman or whatnot." And it's like, yeah, whatever. Happy days. But John, the sloppy nature from Liverpool in terms of the certain moments within that game. It's a characteristic in which we've seen from Liverpool quite a lot of times this season. What did you think in terms of that area of the pitch, or did you have any other thoughts in terms of that first 45-minute period?
Mate, we were in that first half. We were very, very sloppy. I think Trent. We spoke about Trent all season.
He was sorry there, mate, but he was all over the place tonight.
Yes,
in a good way, but in a bad way at certain moments. As I said, against a higher tier, a caliber of an opponent. In the latter stage of the Champions League, that space that he would vacate in those areas, not just Trent, but even Gomez and obviously the back line, did slice through that like a knife through butter.
Yeah, totally agree, mate. And during that first half, Trent was very, I don't want to say poor, but he was off it in that first half. He was giving away a 2-yard pass. That you can't do that in European football. It's not good enough. It really isn't. In overall, he improved an awful lot in the second half.
Much better,
That first half, we were poor. Really, really, really poor. Up until Mo Salah scored that goal. We probably deserved to be a goal behind.
Yeah.
Because Ajax were very far but the better team. In my opinion. Watching the game, I could not believe that Ajax hadn't scored a goal.
Yeah, happy days he didn't, mate. But yeah, you spot on there, mate. And then we'll probably go on to the second half, but I understand to agree with you, chat. Get your comments in as well. Spot on there, John. I can see that clears there on the iPad. Oh, we were discussing that in the live stream, watch along chat, weren't we? Yeah, we were talking about our phones, old Nokias as well. Kids today, and even teletext. Kids today wouldn't even know how to switch on teletext.
No, but you wouldn't. I remember watching football. You had to go on teletext to get the scores up.
There was no Twitter, so you had to go
No,
on
there's
this.
no Twitter, there's no Facebook, there's not. There was just teletext.
Yeah.
That was the old days.
That's when he is in your house on a Sunday afternoon or Saturday, seeing the family and all that, and you'd be like, oh. But lucky enough, I used to go and see me auntie. She lives quite close to the ground anyway, well, right next to it. And we'd always know when Liverpool would score because you'd hear the bloody crowds.
You'd hear it.
Yeah, so I would love to see us using the Napoli game to work out defending. If we get a chance, happy days. But I would like to see Klopp use it and put an emphasis on defending. Maybe you could see Ramsey as well. It's the thing, North, innit? It's a great point that you've made there. And I think before the World Cup, I think it'll be a massive indicating factor. And hopefully we can, as John alluded to, we do see the ironing out of the issues in which we've seen in the first 45-minute period, and obviously this season, mate. But yeah, I'd love to see that, North. And even if we do confidence, results, and clean sheets, even tonight, I know in a post-match show, probably a lot of people will gloss over that. But if you're a player, and especially a goalkeeper or centre half or your fullbacks or any defender, you that's what you go into a game, getting a clean sheet. Most of all, you want to get 3 points. But as North said, they're just trying to build some rhythm, because that's the massive thing that Liverpool will be missing for this season. For me, I feel.
No, I totally agree, mate. It's what I worry is against that game against Napoli. We're qualified. We're through the groups. So what I would like to do is maybe play the kids and save the players for the Tottenham game. I'm near sure Tottenham we play just after Napoli.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong. But I'm near sure it's Tottenham we play after Napoli game. I would like to play the kids in that game. Because then we can't lose.
Oh, against Napoli, yeah.
There's nothing really to lose in that game. We've qualified for the knockout stages. So rest your best players for the Tottenham game and start trying to improve your league form.
Yeah.
But we know, unfortunately, what the way the club works. The club want to win every single Champions League game. They get the money. You get 2.5 million for every game you win. And the club want that money. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
One thing I would love to, I don't agree with Jack, but I would love to have seen Ramsey get a run out tonight.
I was hoping. You probably watch it. You were on with Steve, weren't you, mate? But I think I was in the chat tonight on the watch along was saying. I think I was made up. Probably one of the biggest positives really tonight, mate, was seeing quite a lot of the young lads. Bajcetic, even Curtis Jones. I know I went in on the
Curtis Jones did well tonight.
Yeah, it's easier, mate, when you are in an environment when you're winning 3-0.
Yes.
Away from home. And
yeah.
But even still, to the point, as you said, mate, it's that experience which that does give you the young players. Bajcetic, that'll do a lot for his confidence as well. I know a lot of the headlines will be quite rightly so robbing quite a lot of the senior players, but in terms of the long term, in the way in which, as we know, Jurgen Klopp likes to develop his young players, even 15, 20 minutes on a pitch, that means so much for them, because they will go now, John, going to training with the head held high, going, oh, I've been given an opportunity by the boss, and I'll take that upon myself.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, spot on there, La. Star will get 35 goals this season. Larry Bird, what a game. How you doing, mate? Thank you for tuning in. Legends. Happy days. They know. That's all we want. I thought Fab did all right as well. Hendo had a good game. Wow, Gary, do you think? Long season indeed, Gary. Would love it though, mate, if he did get that. Virgil van again sound, Trent sound as well. Not going to lie, Gary, Darwin isn't getting behave, Tom. Mods, can you please sort that out? I'm just bloody seeing that. Don't know. That's why Tinder's around anyway. You can use that. Don't be using that on the air. Yeah, I think he's a source of the. Yeah, nice one there. Nice one.
Thank you. It's cool, mate.
Yeah, all sources. There we go. Yes, Panov, he's getting better. Hey, look at Barca. Unlucky. Everyone give your best unlucky to Barca. But firstly, mate, I want to talk about Andy Robbo. He was my man in the match. Chat, get your man in the matches in the comment section below. Andy Robbo, mate, I think he's very close to being at the best Andy Robbo we know.
Yeah.
I still think he's got like 1 or 2 notches really to go in his game, but tonight, mate, he antipified really what was good in every aspect from Liverpool tonight in terms of defending. But even going forward, mate, your thoughts on Andy Robbo? What I loved most about him, mate, was his willingness to get into the opposition box.
Yes.
That's something that we've not seen from our fullbacks this season.
And Andy Robbo tonight showed that. What I like to say, he showed that Scotty's attitude. He showed that he was pissed off. Whether he's been pissed off with the team, how the team played, or how he's been pissed off with how he's played as a player himself, I don't know. But he looked like a player that was pissed off tonight. He wanted to prove a point. So I think he's seen Simicast come in and start a couple of games ahead of him. He's went, I'm not having this. I'm better than this guy. I'm going to show you what I can do. I'm going to prove my worth in this team. And he was hungry for this game tonight. And that's a Robbo that we want. If you get a pissed off Robbo, you're winning. I guarantee you win a game if you get a pissed off Robbo. A pissed off Scottish man or a Scottish woman, you're going to fucking win because they're fucking violent.
In terms of as you said there, make the terms of the attitude, and he, as we all know, we're not all courtesy. Every single one of us not really courtesy to witnessing the arguments that have most definitely happened this season at half times or after full time. But as John's alluded to there, the attitude from Robbo, that's similar with Hendo, as John alluded to before, and we spoke about top of the show. Those type of characters are going to get you through the good times, and most importantly, John, they're going to get you through the bad times as well.
Just to touch on Hendo, mate, I apologize. I don't know whether the last couple of games Hendo has looked as if he's had something on his mind. So he has now. I don't know if you've seen it, but the news broke earlier on that Hendo was cleared by the FA for doing no wrong against that disagreement that happened at Arsenal. So what could you maybe say that was maybe playing on his mind? That he was maybe worried about his reputation. He was maybe worried about. Obviously, he must have knew he was in. He knew himself. He said not wrong. But that must still play on your mind. You have people saying.
Of course, it's going to play in your mind, mate. But in terms of regards, even before that, mate, Liverpool were even before we did play Arsenal. He is Liverpool captain, as we've already said, mate. He has got the whole weight of our whole fan base on his shoulders. Steven Gerrard carried that weight of expectation as soon as he got into that Liverpool first team.
Totally agree.
Like, Endo, he doesn't tick all the boxes in certain areas for a lot of fans. But what you do get is he'll give you everything.
People, for me, I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves. He's more decorated than what Steven Gerrard is. And we all class Steven Gerrard as the best ever captain. Hendo has won every single trophy. He lifted a Premier League title above his head. So we need to start putting some respect on this guy's name.
We love him.
He has been poor, but he's still a captain of the football club. That's a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah, but big up there, chat. We're on 13 likes. Come on, chat. You can do better. Get those likes.
Oh, do better than that. At least get us to 50 likes. At least 50 likes.
Come on, chat. John, you done a 6 hours. Was it 6 hour stream last night, mate?
I did, mate. I did.
Getting those watch hours in. You love to see it. There you go, right? But Gary, and obviously chat saying and Robbo was man of the match for them as well. Obviously, Gary agreeing with you there, John. Good formation that time. And so, I think, Scousers, we spoke already this season, and we might even spoke to John Have you read when you spoke to your mates or your family members and you were like, what is happening with Liverpool at the minute? And it's helped that we've needed to change formation, John, in terms of, as Scouser said there, in terms of the formations. I've done countless videos as you made in the past. We needed to do something in, and even tonight in the second half, we went out with the right attitude, but we went out with the right players and the right mindset, really, to go, right, kill that game off straight away. And Ajax's game plan went out the bloody window from the literally opening touches on the ball, mate.
Yeah, 100% agree, but I said Hendo looked pissed off, but who looked pissed off to be the most tonight was Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp, to me, looked as if he was fuming. He wanted this win more than anything else in the world. Not just for the team spirit, but to shut people up. He may be the manager of the football club, and he said he's not on social media, but he reads things on social media. He sees it all. And he's seeing people going Jurgen Klopp out. And he went into this game tonight for me and saying, I'm going to shut you the fuck up. I won every single trophy. I can't win for your club. And you're shouting for me out. I'm going to prove you wrong. He went out and shut every single cunt up tonight. And he did that.
Yeah, no, it's I think even the players and even Ginny, when Ginny left, there was still even Lucas, Christ almighty. I remember Lucas Leiva.
I love Lucas. I love Lucas.
Even when he left, there was still, and don't get me wrong, Lucas in the first 1 or 2 seasons wasn't the best player, but what he did, he was the adopted Scouser from Sao Paulo.
But then basically, what Lucas had was, he had that will, he had that hunger, he had that fight, and he had that pride to play for Liverpool Football Club. And that's what, as a supporter, that's what we want. We want to see our players enjoy playing for our club.
But as I said, yeah, you're spot on there, mate. But if only Naby, and I say it, Oxlade-Chamberlain actually had that same fight in their body as Lucas Leiva or certain other players as well. But obviously, as Tom said, I think you're wrong there, fella. If you put Gerrard and those now, Gerrard would always be the best captain. Unfortunately, Gerrard, his age had to stop. Is what? No, we all know that, Tom.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Inside, he's never Tony. He took that completely out of context.
Tom, come on. Respecting our week, but that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's not what he said there. I understood what John said. Christ almighty, Gerrard is the best player in my generation, clearly, to put on a red Liverpool shirt, and John knows that. But John doing an Everton thing there, taking it completely out of context. But Harvey Elliott, mate, one of the positives. Spoke about Robbo, man of the match performance. Spoke about Henderson. Fantastic the way in which he got that goal, engineered that first goal. Harvey Elliott, yet again.
Mate, what a goal. What a goal.
He thrived in an environment. It's not an easy place to go to Amsterdam. The atmosphere would have been absolutely bouncing. A couple of mates went over it as well, and it's such an amazing cauldron of atmosphere even before the game. The coach greeting for the Ajax team bus as well, something very similar at Anfield as well. So it's an amazing place to play your football, and quite rightly, I think a lot of them said a lot about their campaign this season, that the Ajax fans got up quite early, good 20 minutes to go, and that's something historically they never do. They stay there till the last minute, but I think, just quickly touch on Ajax, John. Have you been disappointed with them this season in the Champions League group? Given last season's campaign, they went unbeaten with us. I think it was Bayern Munich and Ajax. All 3 teams last year in the group stage were unbeaten, but I think they've really let me down. I would have thought, I know they've lost a couple of players here and there, but I would have thought they would have given it a bit more effort.
I thought they would have had a bit more faith in them, if I'm honest. But at the same point, I can understand where it's came from. They are in a. I don't like to use this word. They are in a transition period. And I hate using that word because I don't understand what that word actually means. Because then if you go from here and you drop down, I that's not a transition. That's something that's going wrong at the club. But I do think they should have done better. But in the same respect, I understand why it's happened.
Yeah. Their level
They
as
have
well.
lost a lot of quality players.
One of the best run clubs in Europe as well, mate.
Yeah,
Obviously, as I was saying on the live stream, if you weren't watching,
I
it was
think they've
the
dropped off
revenue.
form.
Like they get 10 million for winning their league title. Christ
Yeah,
Almighty! You look at the teams that
exactly.
come into the Prem, they get
At the
relegated,
end
they get
of the day,
150 odd million.
they have dropped off form this season, yes, but mate, they still give us a hell of a game tonight. Don't we may be on 3-0, but they still give us a hell of a fucking game.
Yeah.
So put a bit of respect on their name also. They did well tonight.
But yeah. I think Tom's in the disagreeing mood here. You love to see it. That's what I love to see.
I love to see Everton fans. I love to see Everton fans.
Tom's fuming that all the Everton fans are fuming that we're actually into the knockout stages.
Tom's just reading that he's not in Champions League.
Tom, you want to be in Champions League, don't you? Big up, Tom.
you maybe make championship next season.
Bloody hell. This new year, manager players leaving, but you go quality, but don't use their strengths as well. So some great Alex talents, and I'm sure Klopp has seen potential signings. Ten Hag is a big loss though as well. Let's see. And as I said, the money they've generated as a club, I think them and Benfica and a lot of the Portuguese teams in recent times, in the last 5-10 year period, the way their infrastructure is ran, I think a lot of clubs would very much bite your hands off, wouldn't they, mate? But
I totally respect the way they run that club. I think it's really honourable the way they would actually run it. Like I say, they make, if you win that league, you get 10 million. £10 million for winning the league. That's no money, really. You think about it.
That wouldn't even get like Darwin Nunez's left toe at the minute.
Exactly. In this market, in this day and age, that's not gonna. I wouldn't buy you a David Origi.
Yeah. But yeah, right, la. We've spoke about Robbo, man of the match performance, Van Dijk, decent, standard performance by Virgil, much better from him. Trent, as we said, it's a couple of sloppy passes, not just Trent, but Liverpool in that first 45-minute period. Really, Harvey Elliott, John, don't know if you're there, mate. Are you still there?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Oh, good. And chat, let us know your thoughts on Harvey Elliott's performance here tonight as well, everyone. Massively impressed in terms of his goal. Took his goal really well, especially the angle of the shot as well with that right with the right foot anyway. He joked in his post-match anyway. He was like, it's good to actually use my right foot other than bloody standing on it anyway, because he's very...
What a goal, mate. What a goal, that.
Predominantly left foot.
I seen that rattle in, and I swear to God, I literally stood there in shock. I went, how the fuck did he score that goal? It baffled me. But the angle was tight. It was against him. And somehow he squeezed it in. Again, I'll go on. I want to make one point that people keep banging on about Darwin. Not Darwin Nunez, sorry, apologies. Jude Bellingham. Now, Liverpool, it is well known Liverpool are interested in Jude Bellingham. Now, Jude Bellingham is going to cost you...
Not getting him. Not getting Jude Bellingham, love. Not even getting him.
But Jude Bellingham will cost you around about 140 million. 140 million, right? Now, would you spend 140 million on Jude Bellingham, or would you rather spend 60 million on somebody, another world-class player, for 60 million and 70 million on another world-class player. Because personally, in my opinion, I think we have two Jude Bellinghams on our hands at the minute in time. If you put Harvey Elliott in this Dortmund team and Cavallo in this Dortmund team, how much would Dortmund be asking for them two players?
I was thinking that as well, mate. Even imagine if we seen Harvey Elliott play as well as he did in that Ajax team. I tell you what, he'd be 50, 60 million pounds straight away. But he's spot on there, mate. And we'll speak about transfers another night, mate. There's post-match in it. Sod Jude Bellingham talk because he's never coming in a million years.
He's going to Madrid. He's going to Madrid.
He's either going to Madrid or City. We know that. Yeah, I was going to say, Panov, John? What are you doing? Are you doing a bit of Houdini? You disappeared.
No, I mean, I don't want to disrespect your channel, so I'm having a cigarette off camera.
I'll try that. Oh, sounds no worries. That he's put his pajamas on anyway. There we go, there, boys.
I put my Purple's pajamas on.
But in terms of Jude Bellingham, Salah, Darwin Nunez, I was made up with Darwin Nunez's performance tonight, chat, as well, in terms of his willingness, as we spoke about, didn't let his head go down that first 45-minute period. As I said, Robbo in the post-match said he come in absolutely raging. And quite rightly so, because another turning point, it was a massive point in the game. As we said, if Ajax took their opportunities, could have been a very different game, but lucky enough they didn't, and Liverpool very much capitalised on them. As I said, man in the match, whips in the ball right on Darwin Nunez's head. All he had to do was more or less direct it, because the flight of the ball, the direction of the header as well was absolutely pinpoint. Everything about that goal was superb. Spoke about Elliott's goal as well. Anything really that we very much glossed over here tonight, mate, or chat? Let us know your thoughts. And chat, what's your thoughts on the kit as well, chat? And I say, do you like the kit or not? But
I love the kit. That white kit. I'm not sorry, we need to stop playing that white kit.
Yeah, it's bad luck, innit?
That white kit is fucking bad luck. Yeah. We need to stop playing it. We really do. I love the kit. I think the kit's really nice. But we need to stop playing it. It's fucking bad luck.
Yeah.
The green one, every time we play them, we'll win. Every time we play in that green kit, we win.
Yeah, spot on there. Sorry there, laugh. YouTube needs to sort this out, man.
They're doing
it. Nice one for that, Mark. Appreciate it. I think that kit is better than the away kit, as John said there. Yeah, I think, as John said there, everyone in chat, I think we need a big European away game or like a big result this season in that away kit, in the white one anyway. But if it doesn't happen, then, as John said, keep on playing in the green kit.
Jack, would not be typical of Liverpool to finish fifth in the league and win the Champions League to make Champions League football?
I think everyone's forgetting 2005, mate. Everyone, especially on Twitter, it's like, does not anyone remember 05? We were the shambles in the league, mate.
Exactly.
Like, we're basically done this season what we've done in 05. We'd win the odd game and then we'd be absolutely rubbish at home, we'd draw points and all that. But this season has got 05 written all over it, mate, anyway. And
for some reason, I don't know what it is. For some reason, I genuinely believe.
And where's the final, John and chat? This season?
Istanbul.
Hey!
I genuinely do believe we will win the Champions League this season. I genuinely believe that.
It fits into our hands, mate, and we spoke about this, and we spoke about this chat as well. Like, it's the Champions League. Even when we did win our number 6, a couple of years ago. Anyway, we got beat by Red Star Belgrade and a couple of other teams as well, and we were very close in that Napoli game at Anfield as well.
Yeah.
John's back in the room. All right, it's this season, as you said, mate. This competition brings out the best in Liverpool in terms of tactical sense as well. Because as we know, a lot of teams do tend to play counter, and Liverpool thrive on the counter attack. And especially if we've got a fully fit squad, when we got Diaz, Jota back in the last stages as well. Got Salah fully fit. Nunez, Bobby, the way he's playing in sublime form, favours us so much. And it's looking really positive. And hopefully, as we said at the top of the show, we transition that Liverpool into the league now. Build a bit of consistency before the World Cup. Cross our fingers, none of our players get injured. There will be a lot of injuries after the World Cup. Well, Jordan and after the World Cup anyway, not just for Liverpool. But I agree with Eamons. Well done tonight, but something doesn't seem right.
It doesn't. I totally agree. That first half, I don't know about Jack, but that first half really had me worried.
But I caveat this, Eamons, and I agree, and don't know how you'd feel, John. Didn't we? It's because we're not scored, and this risk with Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp has always been there. Even when we won the league. Yeah. And when it's always been there. It's just that it's getting identified when we're not scoring the goals up the other end of the pitch. Look at that Forest game last week, chat. I'm not making excuses for the Reds, but high risk, high rewards. Jurgen Klopp's always said that since he's come in anyway. It's always going to be high risk, high rewards anyway. I'm going to suck the pictures. There we go. Sources. Would you say, John? I think John might be putting the bot links in the chat here. Keeps on looking at his phone.
No, I mean, I'm trying to fucking move it so I can do my fucking tits in.
Nah, it's sorted now. Sources. But would you agree with that point? And agree with Eamon's point as well? But I'd caveat that with Liverpool have always played with a high risk mentality, especially under Jurgen Klopp. It's just that we're not scoring the goals.
Yeah.
As we were when we had Mane, Salah, Firmino back in the day when they were just banging in. We were banging in literally 4 or 5 goals every single game. But this season, we had enough chances in that Forest game to win the game. Like Christ almighty, Van Dijk comes away from that game on another day with a hat-trick.
100%, 100%. How Van Dijk didn't score that one where I think he, unfortunately for him, I think he tried to play the ball back to Bobby Firmino where he should have just went for a goal. It was an open goal. It was a goal all day long. But he hit the ball back towards Bobby. And had he not done that, we were 1-0 up.
Yeah.
We would have won that game.
Yeah.
It's just literally is stupid decisions that we're making.
Yeah. But, as I said, mate, positive as well, but I understand where Eamon's coming from. There's, as you said there, John, before, and chat, we've already discussed it at quite length tonight. The opportunities, especially when we're playing Ajax for Christ tonight, they would then have opportunities. And as I said, I think this season has coincided with far too many, and I mean far too many, Liverpool players. And too many of them are having bad games, if you get me, John, or chat, would you agree?
Yeah,
and
totally agree, mate.
We have not got a squad capable, but I'm not going to dwell on too much because we want to move on to the performance tonight. But we've not got a squad capable of bringing in 1 or 2 players to replace that quality.
Yeah.
Would
you... Sorry to interrupt, I apologise. Going into the last game of the Champions League against Napoli, obviously we already qualified. But would you put a weaker team in?
Against Napoli, mate?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Because, as you said, the revenue, hopefully we'll be getting joined by Spider as well very soon. No. Because I want to see us get top spot if we can. Because, chat, does it go down to goal difference or does it go down to the head-to-head?
Head-to-head.
So the head-to-head record needs to be better than the Napoli results for Liverpool when we play them.
As far as I know, anyway. As far as I know.
Yeah, chat. You probably know more than me and John. So let us know. And North, it's the thing in it though. I think I always wish if we were in the 90s and that, I wish I bought a. I wish I'd done, John. I don't know how you feel, mate, and the old generation as well. It's all right, John's very young, so. I would have done. I wish it's very expensive though. The worry.
I'm older than you. I'm older than you. So
Much older than the Liverpool Football Club as well.
Fucking hell, not that far.
I would have bought a small kit and then a big kit, for one that you can wear in the future.
Yes,
if you get me. So like buy two versions of kit, but one that you can like have a frame. But no, it's very expensive retro kits, mate, especially when it comes to Liverpool.
It is.
Get to Tom's comments. Aiming to agree with the true fact comes when Liverpool play Napoli. If you win, then I say Liverpool would do well in the competition. But Tom, I'd agree with both of your lads' comments there. It's the thing, though, Tom, we've seen Liverpool, and as me and John have already alluded to tonight in chat, Liverpool come alive in this competition. This is our competition. We got to the Champions League final. We've been to 3 out of the last 5 Champions League finals. That's unprecedented. Unless you are a club of the stature of Real Madrid. That's standard for Real Madrid because we know they are.
What English club in the history has made that many finals? There's only been Liverpool that's made that many finals. There's no English club in the world that has done what we have done in European football. The European League is our league.
Yeah.
That's what we're good at. And you can never write this team off in European football. Never. Especially at Anfield.
Yeah. A little bit nice. I think Arthur still has flashbacks to that game anyway. Speaks about it anyway. Whilst he's I was injured at the minute. No, if I'm not sure if you know, probably about what do you say, John? Especially Trent's not going. Hopefully, he doesn't go for our selfish point of view.
No, I don't think Trent goes.
No, I think it's probably about 10 north. I might be completely wide off the mark there, but quite a couple of them.
Break it down.
So you got Ali
goes.
Trent
Van Dijk goes.
Van Dijk.
Trent, I don't think goes. So you get Ali, Van Dijk. You get Fabinho.
Thiago, potentially. Fabinho, potentially.
Thiago's actually said he's not going.
Up days. Keep him.
So Thiago's not going. So you have Ali, Van Dijk. You have
Jota would have been going.
Hendo's going. So there's 3. You have maybe...
And then Salah missed out, sadly, Mo.
Salah missed out. I don't see many going at all, mate. I really don't.
So that's good. The only bad thing is Haaland sat at home, scranning whatever the Norwegian scranning having. I love him. Like, as much as he plays for City, but
I love him. I love him, but he's a fucking prick.
Yeah, it's so good though. I remember there are players that won't get injured before the World Cup. I think, 100% there. It's the thing with all the teams. Tom, I think even for Everton as well. I think Everton have, in terms of your team, Tom, and other teams, they massively benefited from quite a lot of non-injuries, really. Now, come on, lads. Let's be fair. We're lucky. Full stop. 100% there, Panov, and that's. Well, I've had a little break this week as well. Just thought about it as well. It's what these lads need the most this season, and it was off the back of the results as well. These lads need our support. Don't get me wrong. We want to be seeing, John, don't we, in chat? Yeah. We want to be seeing Liverpool win every single game of football.
Of course, but unfortunately, it's that can't happen every season, mate. That literally can't happen.
It's the selfish nature that sometimes does creep in. The selfish nature of the entitlement of winning. Liverpool, and as we've seen this season, we're not entitled to rock up to the likes of Fulham
we're not,
or Forest this week as well. We're not entitled. We need to earn our place in terms
like
of that comes.
Me and you, and I'm sure most of the chat, we experienced Roy Hodgson days. So we know how bad it can get. And this isn't bad. This is far from bad.
Yeah, and I was too young in the 2-3 to remember the 90s.
People are probably overreacting at the minute in time. This is not bad. If you go back and watch Roy Hodgson days, you will know what bad is. This is far from bad.
Yeah. No, spot on there, mate. That's the thing. Was it the start when we went? Was it 104 points out of 106 or something stupid?
Yeah.
That like 6-8 month period where Liverpool just won every single bloody game under the sun. But that's the thing. I understand, and we're all Liverpool fans. We want to see Liverpool win every single game of football.
I think we're getting too. We're starting to get too greedy.
Yeah, 100%. And I know we end up as well over the last 12 months. I think, and everyone was saying, my dad as well after the game, just appreciate the good times, and we all do appreciate the times as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think. But yes. Right, get to everyone's comments though before we do shoot off. Oh, and that was a point I was going to do. We'll have a little look in terms of the Champions League. Who's qualified, who hasn't. Yeah, we can chat.
Well, Barca out in Atletico Madrid as well.
Yeah, happy days, mate. See that chat? Yeah,
is Spurs it?
No, their group's mad, mate. Quick rattle through these comments as well before we have a look through the groups in terms of all the groups. Head to head, we're not matching that. We will rest players 100%. 20th November's the first game for the World Cup. Nice one for that, Tom. Firmino for Brian, yeah, from Canate as well. I think Canate potentially more or less looking like he will be getting there.
He will be called up, but I don't think he plays.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't play because we're rested, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom, do you think Liverpool plays better as a team in the Champions League as they do in the Prem? As some players 100%. Might be. It's the thing. It's the thing, no, Tom. Even if all of us in chat, if we were all players, we'd want to be playing in Champions League. Yeah, it's like the creme de la creme. Like it is the competition. You dream. We'd all dream, and we'd love to have played football and played in Champions League. But yeah, I think not just Liverpool players, mate, but I think even look at the Barcelona players tonight as well for them. Rotten days, they were too bad. But yeah, chat. We'll quickly round through. Obviously, Liverpool. This is how it stands in terms of Group A. Tell you what. We'll have a little look in terms of going through all these groups. But it'd be interesting to see who finishes second and who would potentially get Napoli. So you got our group there. So it's going to be a battle of what's the goal difference? Oh yeah, Ajax have got that comfortably there, John, haven't they? Even if Rangers did beat Ajax, not going to get over that goal difference. Christ Almighty.
No.
So we move on to Group B, and it is something to cheer us all up even more. Look at Atletico all the way down there, John. They've been so poor this season in Champions League, haven't they?
It's shocking. It really is shocking.
And even in La Liga, I think they've been playing poor as well. I've seen a couple of highlights. But right one sec there, mate.
That Rubber League is looking fucking tasty.
So you what is it? The Europa Nights.
I hate that fucking anthem they have.
We used to be in a long distant time ago, didn't we?
Let's hope we're never back in it again.
Yeah, right. One sec there, John. Who did you see top in that group there, John? Just before I just send a link to Spider.
Who do we see top in the group?
Yeah, obviously Club Brugge. Obviously Simon Mignolet has been one of their best players in the tournament.
I think Club Brugge will top the group. And 7 million, mate, he's been outstanding. How the fuck did he not perform this good for us?
It's the Belgium. It's the Belgian fresh air, isn't it?
He's a fucking prick.
He's such a good player. Hopefully, I tell you what, if Club Brugge. Hopefully, Club Brugge do come top. Saying that, it's Porto. John, oh, we know. Yeah, you know what? He's coming top in that group, don't you, chat? Porto. Liverpool get Porto in the knockouts.
Oh, please. 5-0 win Liverpool.
It's guaranteed. 5-0. We're getting Porto anyway, there, chat. Spidey gives a thumbs up when you're ready, lad. There we go. How you doing, lad?
Scrack lad.
That's it. Where have you been hiding?
No, really. Oh, lads, I was just looking for some fucking hot Tinder, hot sex, love. Nice one. I came to the right channel. Nice one. Great, lads. Great. How are you keeping, lads? You all right?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, sorry, lads. No, the mother had the bypass and all that, and she just came out of the hospital in the last couple of days.
Hopefully it went okay, mate.
Yeah, everything went great, so I was just up to visit her over the last couple of days, so I didn't really get the chance to get on. Yeah, everything went brilliant, so top notch. Cheers, lads.
Nice. That's nice. Aspire in a little second, mate. We're just going through obviously the group stage games here, mate, and games how it does look. Atletico are out, Leverkusen now, so that's battle of the year, Europa League for both of those teams. I'm just saying this, but it wouldn't be nice if Porto come top in that group.
I take a Porto. I take any of them, really, wouldn't you? Club Brugge or Porto.
It's guaranteed if Porto come first, we're getting them in. If Liverpool do finish second, as we're.
But I mean, Simon Mignolet at Anfield is definitely going to leave a goal in their post.
Hopefully, throws one in the back of it. Hopefully, he has a flashback when he used to play for
Simon Mignolet at Anfield. I guarantee he pulls out a fucking world-class performance.
Yeah. He'll save 7 saves, and then in the last second, as Jack said, he'll go to pick it up, and he's near post, and he throw it over his shoulder. Yeah.
Well, as Mark saying, it massively does, mate. I said that on the watch-along. The way we play the system, and that's why I think City have been massively found out in the last 4 to 5 years. In terms of way they play football, I think even the final when they got beat by Chelsea, massive backfired. Pep bottled it, and I think all the City fans quite rightly say the fact that they can play a DM. I think our system favours Champions League football massively. Would rather Porto. Yes, John, because they played a big stage for their egos, in my opinion. There we go. Because you had Lovren in the back four. Behave so. It's right. How you doing? Big up there.
How's it going, lad?
But we'll go to Group C as well. The joy of seeing FC Barcelona in the mud. Thoughts on that? Spider seems.
Do you know what? If there's one team that deserves a hide like that over the last couple of years, it's Barcelona, because the way that the club conduct themselves behind the scenes and regards other clubs and respect for clauses and respect for management, they toy with agents and they use agents to their advantage massively, and they create scenarios in which they're going to promise the world, but instead the clubs never see it. The player gets a lump sum up front, and the agent gets a wad load, while Barcelona just kind of keeps borrowing against itself and keeps going. So yeah, look, they deserve it. Like, they were brilliant let's go back to the days of Pep, but he already had a ready-made side. They were brilliant in those days.
It's easy when you have Messi and two of the best central midfielders ever to play football, isn't it?
Pretty much. Yeah, and that's it. So he had it, and that's the way. That team was phenomenal when they built it around them lads. But no, they kind of deserve what's coming to them now. They were too up themselves, to be honest with you, in the last number of years for no reason, because they haven't won anywhere near the rest of us.
Yeah,
even the way they acted, John, in that first leg as well when we played them. I think I remember at that time the Liverpool players were coming away from that game, and even watching the interviews, we've all seen the Spanish documentaries of Barca players crying in the second leg because Jordi Alba was shit in the bed because he couldn't deal with the atmosphere.
I don't really remember. I remember watching the documentary and I seen was it what's her name now? The singer
Shakira.
Charlotte Church.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing her fucking literally nearly crying in a documentary. I go, I love it. I love it.
This is why this is a football heritage, isn't it?
I love it.
Cue the corner taken quickly. I think PK's had a meltdown. Shakira is on the market there, chat. There we go. Happy days. Isn't it great that Barca are banking on the money to qualify in the Champions League and they won't be getting anything? Well, at least they might be streaming the Europa League post-match interviews on Spotify anyway. So swivel on that, Barca.
Oh fuck them.
Rakuten is it instead of Amazon? Rakuten or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Next, it's gonna be Home and Bargains sponsoring there, and big up Home and Bargains, great shop anyway.
Home Bargains, it'll be pound stretcher.
Oh, don't just pound stretcher like that, lads. I'd say you're basically the Everton Club store next.
Yeah, Bruce Getz will be doing adverts for Netto next.
Yeah. to clear the
it is too funny.
Oh, I'm guessing we haven't seen the meltdown, Spider and chat.
What?
I think we were speaking at the top of the show. The Tottenham game, Conte got sent off.
I watched. I switched when I was on stream. I switched it to the live thing of that, and that was ridiculous. But then, straight out of the corner of my eye, I see what happened at the Atletico Madrid game. That was
they missed a penalty, didn't they?
Not only did they miss a penalty, but it came back out. Your man headed it. It hit the crossbar. Came back out to another player who was volleying it home, and the guy who missed the penalty was after running in front of it on the line and blocked it. And they went over the bar. His own player. In the last, the final whistle had blown before the penalty, and they brought it back for VAR, and all of that shit happened like nuts.
Oh, brilliant.
Amazon on the destruction. Yeah, there's going to be some great documentary in about 5 years' time in the chat.
Yeah.
The liquidation of Barca. Great. Home and Bargains. John Henry still be asking for that Coutinho money. I tell you what, if Sporting did come first in that group, John, I would not playing. I'd say not fancies because the fancies against anyone. But Sporting massively impressed me this season, mate. I've seen a couple of the odd highlights in that, but they've been. Tell you what, there's going to be a lot of managers in sport in Portuguese football. A lot of Premier League managers owners will be like, oh, a couple of the way they've progressed in Europe this season has been tremendous.
No, Sporting has really impressed me this season. So they've actually. I've been shocked how well I've done in the Champions League. But, like I say, I wouldn't want to get Demons in knockout stages. I really wouldn't. I fancy against anybody. I fancy Liverpool against anybody. But something about Sporting, I would not like to play Demons.
Yeah,
that's the one team I would like to avoid.
Yeah,
you get that with these. Sorry.
Oh, so go on.
No, you get that with these teams like Ajax now, as we've seen over the past few seasons. Sporting, every so often. Porto had a team like that. They come up for like 2 seasons. They do really, really well.
Yeah.
With a good squad, and then the squad gets decimated by somebody else, and then that's the end of them. I think they had it as well before Ronaldo was sold, where they had a good season around the time where Porto was winning the Champions League. Under Mourinho. So in these seasons you get these teams that just have these good runs for a while. I think Shakhtar Donetsk had like a brilliant team for like 2 seasons as well.
Was it last year as well? Shakhtar, or even this season? I think we'll look where Shakhtar are they in that?
They always
one in the group.
They always they're like the bogey team for Real Madrid, aren't they?
Yeah. Even it was a Sheriff, Christ, remember last season? They beat them, didn't they? Well, It's the green logo for me. Get your worries. But as I said, I was made up. Conte got sent off, and chat. Just keep an eye on Group D. Christ Almighty, that is going to get really tasty on the last match day.
Jesus,
I tell you what,
I didn't even know it was that close.
All of them can still qualify, I think. But I think it is Marseille need a win. I think that's a home as well. Tottenham need to go to the Marseille's ground, and that is such a hostile. You see it every single week on BT on League One football. They're literally getting stadium bans and everything. Their fans are absolutely nutters.
Sporting and Frankfurt have draw written all over from the way they play each other.
Yeah,
one's a stalemate defensive counter-attacking team, and the other one's an attacking team with a bit of side flair. So that is draw written all over.
Spot on, that. This Group E, I think that's more or less. Apart from second, obviously top place has gone to Chelsea. So yeah, we anticipated them to breeze past them really. This one is interesting. Imagine the scenes if Real Madrid did come second in that group, Spider.
Yeah,
that would be a bit mad. Considering it's going to be a bit mad one if you do.
Yeah, they can come second. They're playing. Is it Leipzig? No, they're playing. Who did they lose to? They lost to Leipzig last night 3-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Real Madrid have just got to avoid a loss, I think, in terms of their last game.
The thing is, the fact that they've got Celtic, so they've Shakhtar Donetsk last, is it?
I think Celtic
twice. Oh, have they? Imagine Celtic did it to them.
John, a Celtic last game, is it Celtic? Oh no, you've already played them, so it is. No, it's Shakhtar, isn't it? Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm going to check the fixture.
Celtic going.
Yeah.
Celtic.
No, but me and Udi played. Who Real Madrid playing?
I tell you there now, it's
that's Shakhtar then.
Celtic's last game against Leipzig.
No, it's Celtic, and the second is Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Is that at Celtic Park? Is it? Or...
It's at the what you call it, the Bernabeu.
Oh, Celtic getting 10-0. Move on. Celtic are in the mud there. Yeah. Group G. City being City. Tell you what, if the fact that they were poor last night, and it's all right, the City fan base have absolutely lost the plot, haven't they? Mahrez missed a penalty. He doesn't care now, supposedly, which is ridiculous.
How many penalties has he missed over the last 2 seasons, and he's still taking them?
Yeah, I don't even know. Don't even start on that, mate. We anticipate who's progressing out of that group. Well, both Dortmund and City, yeah, more or less. I think 6, 7, 8. Yeah, those two will be progressing. This one's going to be interesting. The final group game. Tell you what. So, say Liverpool do finish second there, chat. So, and if it stays as it is, Liverpool potentially. So, Paris Saint-Germain can't play City. So, it's either Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid. Oh my God. Bayern Munich. Club Brugge. Come on, Club Brugge. Yeah. We are done in that group. Well, no, not that we're done, but it's going to be very, very exciting, really, in terms of that. Yeah. The last couple of games.
Watch us score about 11 or 12 goals over the next 2 games from next Saturday to next Tuesday, and just hammer Leeds and just fucking do Napoli at Anfield, and all of a sudden all the mood changes again back to one of positivity. Like it was a great result tonight in second gear, you know. So we were just pretty much in second gear all night tonight.
But better, I loved the result tonight. I did, but I don't want to put a downer on tonight. I don't know what you guys thought, but that first half showed me that we could have problems going into the weekend game.
Little bits and pieces. It depends on where it comes from. I thought Nunez played well tonight. Elliott was fantastic for me. He was man of the match for me. Salah's passing. Yeah, Salah's passing game and his awareness of players was fantastic tonight. Bobby was pretty much in a CDM role most of the time because he got bored waiting for the ball, kept winning it back and kept moving forward. He showed a couple of times. So Gomez was a slight worry for me tonight. He played well overall, but a couple of times he let the ball bounce over his head. He took stupid fouls. Fabinho is playing a bit angry. It seems like he's lost a step of pace, and he's lashing out on players and taking stupid yellow cards rather than, because it's in positions where we're not really in danger. And it just seems he seems to be frustrated at the moment with me. So I think a game like Leeds can buck you up, and especially this result, and a game like Leeds can buck you up for Napoli. And then you could just think, look, we're at home, you might as well go for the 4 goals and see what we can do, and then and it's Anfield on European night.
But again, we all know how seasons went. We had one good result and we beat ourselves up.
Yeah.
And then we go against a team like Leeds.
Yeah.
And we all went into the Forest game thinking we were going to win.
Yeah.
It was an easy win for us. We all thought that.
The problem is the players thought that too.
It didn't work out that way. So the Leeds game the weekend is a big test.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It'd be probably one for me, boys and chat. It'd probably be one of the biggest tests we've had this season. We know that if you look at the statistics, Leeds probably haven't seen it, but they are, especially under Bielsa, they were one of the most hardest working teams in terms of, yes, they conceded a lot of goals, but in terms of if Liverpool do, Spiders were doing against Fulham, we'll get absolutely ran ragged in terms of off the ball as well, and the closing down, which their players do.
But that's the thing. Look, I'm still going to go back to the set where it was the start of the season. I'm just counting that as a write-off because of the season that we had last year. I'm always going to say that tired legs, tired mind, 3 weeks turnover, injury after injury building up over the weeks. I'm not trying to make excuses, but that's exactly what it facts are facts. We've injuries that have destroyed our chances of getting a cohesive, regular game time kind of season. We found that out with Stuart in one of those cases. There is no excuse for Nunez's red card straight away, and then losing up in 3 games. Having to come back in, coming back in for like not even getting 90. I can't even remember if he's gotten 90 minutes yet, and in the game yet. So,
imagine if he went into that United game and shot. Yeah. He would have been riled up, Christ. He would have been said in Portuguese terms, this is the derby. This is like Boca Juniors versus River Plate there, fella. I know he's from Uruguay anyway. He's not from Argentina.
He has to start on Saturday as well.
Yeah.
It has to. He does. And if Thiago's fit as well, he should be starting too, if his ear infection is gone.
Bad earache. Oh, we've all had that. We've all had bad earache.
I did when I was 3.5, 4, because that's when we used to get him.
Let's see. Jurgen Klopp said in the press conference, we were all told it was an earache, all told it was an ear infection. But he said in the press conference, he may not be ready for weekend. That's more than an ear infection.
It's all right, though, John. We've got no doctor, so
exactly.
We've got doctors. We got doctors.
Who the fuck told him he had an ear infection?
Doctors.
What happened to the one from Chelsea that used to work on the Mourinho? Is she available?
Ask him for the mate. But love the game, but I think we'll be fine. Plenty of time to wake up. 100% there, gents. Spider, chat, get your man in the matches in for the game. If I'll ask the lads and chat, get you 1 to 3, obviously 1 being your best player. Yeah, I'm gonna go Robbo, my man in the match. Then I go Elliott. And then Darwin. Yeah. I would have went Darwin second, but I just love he's such an absolute shithouse, Darwin Nunez. Like, he is Uruguayan, to say. He's typical. He's just a box of tricks. You don't know what you're going to get with him. And as we've seen against Palace, quite literally, you don't know what you're going to get with him anyway. Have it. Full on Phil Mitchell. I wish he had done full on Phil Mitchell and just absolutely had him. But Spider, you're 1 to 3, mate. Jack,
I'm just going to switch around one or two of them. I go Elliott first, then Robertson, and then Nunez. That was my top 3. Elliott was brilliant today.
John, you're 1 to 3.
I go Elliott, Fab, and Rebel.
Yeah.
But very close comes Hendo.
Oh, yeah. Spider, just before we do shoot off, mate, as well, get to welcome to chats. Ask Spider about Hendo's performance.
Yeah.
Using Google to identify your shoe. Nice one for that, Mark. Anyway, I'll be emailing YouTube anyway. Need to clamp down on it, really, mate. Scouts at Robbo, Elliott, BVZ. Tom's gone with Elliott, Darwin, Robbo. Bet you wish to play for you, lad. Robbo, Elliott, Salah as well for Mark. Elliott, Robbo, Nunez is the order for me. Big up there, mate. Big up there, Shaq. Get you 1 to 3 in as well. Spider, I know me and John alluded to in chat. We spoke about it. Hendo, I think that was a real class ball. He made that goal and he made it so easy for Salah, didn't he?
I was giving out about Hendo for 5 minutes before that in that game. So he was going up to that, and they said he's playing on the left, so he normally plays on the right hand side of that midfield, right? So he's playing on the left, but he never passes with his left. So he's always trying to look for the switch back. And I never noticed that about him, that he never tries to switch to his left unless he's in the middle of the park. But when he's out in the left, he just doesn't use his left leg. So I was just like, man, he's going to have to do something special with that right leg to be able to do something. I was in my chat doing it, right? And I think literally about 30 seconds later, he whips the ball around the front into Salah. What a great ball, like, you know, and does that. And I was saying, well, that's how you do it, I suppose. You know, just shut me up straight away, like, because he just, at that point in time, everything was just cutting back and going back because he couldn't go forward with it because there was no right leg pass on. He'd have to curl around the outside of the left, and he just wasn't trying it. So I said, unless he gets across in here with his left, we're screwed, or else he might be coming off for somebody who's going to come on with the left leg. And next minute, he just whips it on the outside of the foot, proper fucking Salah style, and it was brilliant. Yeah, great assist.
As far as on there, I've just seen it. I'm sorry, Mark. I can tell I'm tired, Mark. No, you meant the ear infection issue, as we have no doctor. I thought you meant all the bloody chatbots, and not just my chat, but every YouTube channel's bloody. There's me going, I'm going to research the issue. yeah, Mark, I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to spend tonight and research Thiago's ear infection. What exactly is wrong? And then we'll also in the next video. We're going to get to the point of chat. What is happening with Thiago's ear in capital letters? And then we'll do a whole 2-hour show on that. So, but, yeah.
Sponsored by Only Nans.
Don't say nan around Wayne Rooney anyway. I love him. Peter. Jesus Christ.
So you will. Rooney's getting some nans in America, isn't he? But yeah. But on that
he's killed me.
On that great note, on that granny talk, if you're into that. Reds, great 3 points. Up the Nans as well. Nans are legends as well. It's been an absolute bloody pleasure, as always, everyone. Really do appreciate you. Bloody 19 of you still in here, everyone. Every single one of you that's tuned in. But John, but shout out chat as well. Absolute legends. Shout out Mark. Shout out Eamons. Shout out Tom as well. Scouser. Panov as well. North. Mark. Everyone else as well. Shout out to the bots as well. They're getting fucking banned. Eamons. But big up there, John, as well. And big up to every single one of you. If you are watching on the repeats, and if you are 1 hour, 18 minutes deep into the podcast, if you are watching on the repeats, you say, oh, madam, are an absolute a legend, I said. But John, been an absolute pleasure, mate. Off the back of a 6-hour stream, you madman, from last night. Thank you most importantly for coming on, mate. As I said, I'm going to use the cup size more often. Q-tips, yeah. But John, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Just shout out your channel and where everyone can find you, mate. And have you got any streams coming up?
No, thank you very much for having me on. Yes, I did do a over 6 hour stream last night. I think it was around about 7, just over 7.5 hours last night. So it was so big up to everyone that tuned in that stream last night. I appreciate it. But yeah, mate, thank you very much for having me on the channel. You can find me on Glasgow Raid Chats on YouTube and Twitter. There will be a review tomorrow for the game tonight. But yeah, Jack, as always, thank you very much for having me.
When is your review of Only Nans out?
You can find that at 2:30 in the morning. It'll get that dropped on certain websites. So I would pass a watershed anyway.
Fucking hell, Spader. Come on. You're killing me here. You're killing me.
But yeah,
John, killing me.
John, you're absolute legend. And I made up, John. You're going very high tech as well. As I said, I wanted you to get all the green screen up and sorted and that. Happy days, lads.
No, I'm trying to improve the channel. I'm trying to give the viewers a better experience. Yeah. But also, I am going to in Liverpool in April for 5 days, and there will be a lot of contact. Trust me, a lot of videos being made in Liverpool.
Contact there for a second.
I was going to say, John's going to be going, yeah, Jack, have another baby, lad. Yeah.
A lot of videos be made in Liverpool during the 5 days. So watch out. Jack, you're in the videos. Whether you like it or not, you're in the videos.
I think you need to put some context to these videos, lads. But
I'm telling you, Jack. Well, it's Liverpool videos, not fucking Jesus Christ. Come on, Jesus. Come on, calm down.
Relax, low same thing.
Relax. It's Liverpool videos. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's gonna be day 5 of me and John and a bender on a match day vlog or something.
Yes. Yes. Me and Jack on a fucking 5-day bender.
Yeah, what's not more to watch than that anyway. But you're absolute legend, mate. Big up, as I said. Thank you for taking the time out for coming on, as always, mate. And Spider, you've been streaming on YouTube recently, haven't you?
I have, yeah. There's been something going on with Twitch and something to do with lagging, to do with it. I don't know what it is. It's been annoying me lately, anyway. But so, yeah, it's just stands, yeah.
It's the nans and the nuns.
Too much bandwidth being used for some reason or other. But yeah, listen, no. But I even tonight I just did a double streams, YouTube and Facebook at the same time, because you're allowed to do that when you're on Twitch and you're affiliated in any way. You can't do multi streams. So I did it on YouTube and Twitch tonight. So you'll find me there and Spider on YouTube, but you might have to type in Arctic Gaming after it. If I don't know, Mark can probably find it there on you for the gaming channel. And you'll find me at Spider on Facebook as well there. And it's also Irish Spider Guy on Twitch. And straight after here, I was doing a little bit of a horror thing earlier, but I think it's just going to be a bit of PUBG tonight after this.
And gone. Me bloody buttons. There we go. I was going to say, I've just been looking at Panov's comment there, man. John, my birthday is on April, John, the 3rd. Panov, we have to
hit me up. I'll definitely meet you up in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Definitely meet you up in Liverpool.
Spider, you have to come down, lad.
I'll come down, yeah. Just tell me the date and the video.
But come down and we will literally do a podcast in Jurgen's. All 3 of us together in Jurgen's on April. Definitely sort that out.
Yeah, we'll sort something out now. All beauty, that's. And we're absolutely bloody legends. John beer reviews.
I swear to God, I'm genuinely happy about doing this.
I could definitely do the takeaway reviews. I have enough, so
I'm genuinely about doing beer reviews.
Yeah, they're good. I might join in a couple of things for that because I do collect beers. So I join in. But I'm actually drinking 0-0 for the next. Leave me off. I haven't drinking for weeks, so. I'm not.
What is it?
You can't go 0-0. That's fucking.
No, John. No, I had pancreatitis a couple of months back, and it came back again. So
that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
It's because of COVID and all of that made me weaker. Got pancreatitis. Drank again too soon, and then it came back. So I just have to stay away from it for about 6 weeks.
Yeah. But Mike Jack said, Tom says no cheating in pool.
He cheats at pool. Christ almighty. He was one of them. Go that rock up to a table when Tom was in England. I remember. Tom was. Yeah, I bet he's doing the same. Tom, you're doing the same thing in Greece, aren't you? He's he rocks up to a table. He said, I'm shitting.
They don't level him over in Greece, you see. That's why they all roll into the pocket.
Yeah. That's how it is. People won't level. It's tilted.
Yeah, Tom's wheeling and dealing. But yeah, big up there, lads, as well. And chat, as I said, everyone, really do appreciate it. Every single one of you, every single day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are around the globe. Have a lovely rest of your night. As I said, should be a video out tomorrow. There'll be content out anyway. Obviously, we'll be doing a match build up for obviously the big Premier League game this week as well. So stay tuned on the channel. And I probably will be doing a bit of poll. I probably will do live stream World Cup watch-alongs if I'm not on work, but it won't be on England because who cares about England? So I'll probably do with them as well. Don't lie, lads. I didn't say it was bad, did I? But yeah, Delaware Field. There we go. Anytime, guys. But lads, ladies, everyone, have a lovely rest of your night. Gentlemen on the panel, absolute bloody legends as well. And as we said, up the Nans. If anyone's just dropped in now, rewind it. Find out the inside joke anyway. But hopefully you don't see Wayne Rooney round any care homes. So see you later, Reds. Happy days. Liverpool heading to the next round of the Champions League. Up to it.